Friday, August 25th, 2023. Topic: Yevgeny Prigozhin. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video.
This text provides a detailed biography of Yevgeny Viktorovich Prigozhin, a Russian businessman known for his involvement with the Wagner Group, a private military company. Yevgeny Viktorovich Prigozhin, born in 1961 in Leningrad, Soviet Union, is the only child of a nurse and a mining engineer. His father died when he was 9. His grandfather was a Red Army captain in World War II. Prigozhin sponsored a 2020 war film based on his grandfather's experiences. He lived with his great-uncle, a Soviet scientist, in Ukraine for several years. Prigozhin aspired to be a professional skier but abandoned this after an injury. He later worked as a fitness trainer. Yevgeny Prigozhin, a Russian businessman, served 9 years in prison for crimes including robbery, theft, and fraud. After his release in 1990, he attempted to earn a pharmaceutical degree but did not complete his studies. Prigozhin later used his prison pass to recruit members for the Wagner Group, a private military company. After his release from prison in 1990, Prigozhin began selling hot dogs and later ventured into various businesses, including grocery stores, gambling, and restaurants. He became a stakeholder and manager of Contrast, the first grocery store chain in St. Petersburg, and CEO of Spectrum CJSC, which founded the first casinos in St. Petersburg. In 1995, he entered the restaurant business, and by 2003, he established his own independent restaurants. One of his companies, Concord Catering, began winning numerous government contracts, including a contract to supply meals to the Russian military worth $1.2 billion over 1 year. The Wagner Group, a Russian state-funded private military company, PMC, was formed in 2014 and has been involved in various conflicts supporting pro-Russian interests. It played a significant role in Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine and has supported regimes friendly to Russia in the Middle East and Africa. The group is believed to be used as a proxy by the Russian government, providing plausible deniability for military operations abroad. Its founders include Yevgeny Prigozhin and Dmitry Utkin, a Russian military veteran. Prigozhin, a Russian military figure, has criticized the commanders of the Russian army and members of the Putin-controlled Russian parliament for their handling of the war in Ukraine. He has also blamed Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu and Chief of the Russian Armed Forces General Valery Gerasimov for the high number of Wagner casualties. Prigozhin has also condemned the luxurious lifestyles of Russia's top officials' children, while ordinary people's children are dying in the war. In June 2023, Prigozhin, the leader of the Wagner Group, defied Russian government orders and accused them of lying about the reasons for invading Ukraine. After a conflict with the Russian armed forces, criminal charges were filed against Prigozhin. However, following talks with the Belarusian president, the charges were dropped. Despite this, Prigozhin remains under investigation for treason. In July, he told his fighters to prepare for a new mission in Africa and confirmed plans to increase Wagner Group's presence there. Throughout 2018, Russian businessman Yevgeny Prigozhin expanded his interests in Africa, establishing numerous operations via the Wagner Group and deploying hundreds of political consultants. He became involved in countries including Madagascar, the Central African Republic, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and South Africa. In 2020, Prigozhin financially supported Saif al-Islam Gaddafi's bid for the Libyan presidency. Prigozhin's company, Lobaye Invest, has also been mining diamonds, gold, and other minerals in the Central African Republic since 2018. Prigozhin, a Russian financier, directed a network of companies, including the Internet Research Agency Limited, accused of Internet trolling and influencing the 2016 U.S. elections. He admitted to founding and managing the agency months after acknowledging Russian interference in U.S. elections. Another company, Northwestern Service Agency, linked to the Internet research offices, won numerous contracts for organizing events for St. Petersburg authorities. In 2013, campaigns against opposition figures Dmitry Bykov and Svetlana Mironyuk, the former head of RIA Novosti, were launched. A website, Gazeta o Gazeta, purportedly created to combat fake news, was ironically used to disseminate false information. Russian businessman Yevgeny Prigozhin known for his close ties to the Kremlin, has been sanctioned by the US, EU, Australia, Canada, Japan, Switzerland, and the UK for his involvement in various activities, including supporting senior Russian officials, the war in eastern Ukraine, and interfering in the 2016 US election. His companies have also been sanctioned, and the FBI has offered a $250,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. Prigozhin has recently made headlines for his racist comments against Maori people in response to New Zealand sanctions. Russian businessman Yevgeny Prigozhin was indicted by a U.S. grand jury in 2018 for funding operations to interfere with U.S. political processes, including the 2016 presidential election. In 2021, he was added to the FBI's wanted list. In 2022, the U.S. imposed visa restrictions and froze his assets due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The U.S. State Department offered a $10 million reward for information about Prigozhin's involvement in election interference. Prigozhin admitted to interfering in U.S. elections and vowed to continue doing so. Maria Butina, who pled guilty to acting as an unregistered agent of Russia in the U.S., appealed for help in paying her legal fees in May 2019. Her father revealed she owed her U.S. attorneys 40 million rubles, $659,000. The Fund for the Protection of National Values, managed by Peter Beachkov, donated 5 million rubles to her defense costs. Lyubov Valentinovna Prigozhina, wife of Prigozhin, is a businesswoman who owns a network of boutique stores, a day spa, a wellness center, and a boutique hotel in St. Petersburg. She also owns New Technologies Spa LLC and is the owner of Agat, part of the Concord Group. The couple has 3 children. Prigozhin's mother, Violetta Prigozhina, is the current legal owner of Concord Management and Consulting LLC, Etalon LLC, and Credo LLC. The family has been sanctioned due to Prigozhin's involvement in Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Russian businessman Prigozhin reportedly died in a plane crash on the 23rd of August 2023, according to Russia's emergency ministry. The plane, traveling from Moscow to St. Petersburg, crashed, killing all 10 on board. However, there are conflicting reports about the cause of the crash and Prigozhin's presence on the plane, with some suggesting the plane was shot down. The New York Times stated it could not verify any claims due to the prevalence of conspiracy theories and misinformation. Prigozhin is a highly decorated individual, receiving several awards, including the Hero of the Russian Federation in 2022. He was also honored by Sudan with the Order of the Republic in 2018 and the Order of the Two Niles in 2020. From aspiring skier to fitness trainer and later a businessman with a criminal past, Prigozhin's life journey has been marked by resilience, ambition, and controversy.